Today is the 21st of November 2023. My name is Andrew Nyamayaro. I'm a solicitor at Tanlo Solicitors. This video is aimed at providers of healthcare services who hold a sponsor license. The Home Office is making visits for reviewing the systems or if they want to just do a normal compliance visit. These points will help you whether or not you have been visited by the Home Office. Point number one, you have a proper recruitment process and evidence that you followed the procedures. You should have the evidence on your employee files. So there should be a file for each employee, whether it's electronic or it's hard copy, with all the documentation to show that you properly recruited your employee, you followed your procedures, you advertised for the job, they applied for the job, you did an interview, you've got all the documents for the COS process and for the visa application. Point number two, issuing of COS. The Home Office is now concerned with the COS numbers that are being issued by providers. The Home Office is now asking questions even when you're issuing COS, more questions than they used to ask before. And they are also now asking for more evidence of why you want COSs to be issued. And in the letters, they might even put a proviso to say that if they are not satisfied with your response, they may revoke or suspend your sponsor license. So before you apply for the COS, make sure that you've got a genuine position that you want to fill in. Point number three, salaries and hours. You have made a contract with an employee that you will pay them a certain amount of money in terms of salary. This is not in accordance with the hours because the Home Office wants you to pay them in full whatever you stated in your contract of employment. If you do not pay them the full amount, whether they are still starting and you are still do training, or you don't have the hours or the work that you have promised them to do, you are still liable. Bear in mind that even if you don't give them the work, then the employee has got a right to take you to the employment tribunal, and you might be liable to pay them for the outstanding salaries, even if they did not do any work that they were supposed to be doing. So make sure you've got the vacancies that matches your hours. I know that this is quite tricky for most people because the local authorities or the NHS or your private clients will not have contracted with you a specific number of hours or service users. Holidays. Are you giving holidays to your employees? Some employees might not even want to take the holiday because they do not understand how the holiday or leave system in the UK works. But you are more responsible than them and you know better than them. They are entitled to their holiday, so make sure they take their holidays. This is also important for their well-being, and the Home Office is interested in the well-being of your employees. Hence, they'll be checking things for modern slavery and trafficking. So make sure your employees do get their holidays. Proper management of the SMS. You have to manage your SMS in a proper way. Report when you're supposed to report, update when you're supposed to update, access it regularly. Make sure that confidential information is kept on to people that have got the authorizations from the Home Office to access the SMS system. Otherwise, you end up in breach. You also need to have a proper management system that manages your human resources, HR, your employment of employees, your health and safety, and everything else that you are supposed to be dealing with. I advise you that you have a proper server where you keep all this information, because sometimes people do have information scattered either in emails or in one computer hard drive or different places, and when the Home Office asks for this information, then it becomes difficult to get it or to locate it, especially when you're under pressure with the Home Office compliance caseworker in your premises. So have a system, whether it's electronic or whether it's hard copy. At Tanlo, we've got HR systems that we can recommend you. If you are in breach of anything, or if you suspect that you are in breach, it's always important to take corrective action before the Home Office calls on you. You can do this by making your updates on the SMS systems or consulting with your lawyer or advisors. Your advisors, I submit, should be able to advise you on both immigration and employment. And if they are different advisors, then at least they should have a basic understanding of how these two interrelate and interlink when it comes to sponsor license systems. So please make sure that you are compliant. The Home Office is visiting people. The Home Office is visiting different providers, issuing suspension letters, revoking sponsor licenses and so forth. It will not be good for you to have your license be revoked. So make sure that you followed your proper recruitment processes. You are properly issuing your COS. You are paying your salaries according to the employment contracts that you are signed with your employees. Your employees are getting their holidays as according to the contracts. You've got a proper management of the SMS, and you've got a proper management of your HR and other systems. If you need any advice or if you need any assistance, Tanlo Solicitors can help you. We have got lawyers that know immigration, employment, business advice. We can be able to help you. You might need to review your documents, your contracts, etc., your policies. Tanlo Solicitors can help you.